Hello, and welcome to Hume How To. We are going to show how to install our Frontier Bran Door sliding system, the perfect way to conceal and reveal functional spaces. Before we start, we will need the following tools. Here's what you get with the Frontier Bran Door sliding system. The Frontier Bran Door comes standard at 2150mm, which suits the most common door openings. Let's get to work. To find the centerline height for your track, add 43mm to the door height. Using a ladder and tape measure, measure up from the floor 2193mm and mark. Repeat for the opposite side. Now using a level, find and mark the centerline for your Frontier track. Make a mark on the centerline of the track, in line with the leading edge of your opening. From this line, measure 75mm across and mark for the start location of the track. Place your mounting board on a flat surface. Measure 46mm from the edge of the board and mark for the centre line. Now measure 50mm in and mark for the start of the track. Repeat markings on the opposite side. Remove the track and mark the centerline on the mounting board. Place track on the mounting board and centre on the marks. Using the track as a guide, mark the hole locations on the mounting board. Now use a stud finder to locate the studs and mark their locations. Increase all marks to enable them to be visible from behind the mounting board. Find the centermost stud and mark down 45mm to ensure line is visible under the mounting board. Be sure to line up the start mark on the mounting board with the start location on the wall. Now mark the mounting board in line with the centermost stud. Pre-drill and screw into place. Pivot the mounting board to ensure it is centered and that it lines up with the start location. Pre-drill hole and screw into place. Check the mounting board is level. Now pre-drill and screw all the other stud locations. Let's fill screw holes on mounting board in preparation for painting. Doing this now will allow time for the filler to dry. Using a 6mm drill bit, drill the pilot holes for the track bolts on the mounting board at marked locations. Now is a good time to paint your board. This will stop you getting paint all over your new powder-coated track. Let's install the track, starting with the centre hole of the track and using the bolts, washers and spacers provided, fit the track to the centre hole of the mounting board using a spanner. Repeat this process for all the other holes. We are now going to attach the door stops. Slide on the first door stop and then tighten using the Allen key provided. Repeat this process for the other side. The door stops prevent your door from rolling off the track. It is time to prepare the door. Using two people, place the door on a bench, work trestles or a flat surface. Ensure you know the top of the door. This will help when installing the rollers. Check measure your Frontier Bran Door and check for any imperfections. Now is a good time to seal the top and the bottom of the door. Refer to manufacturer's warranties for details. Ask Hume Doors and Timber to groove your door when ordering. Mark door for the rollers. For the first hole, measure and draw a line 90mm from the side edge of the door. Then measure 40mm down from the top edge of the door and mark. For the second hole, measure 90mm down from the first hole and mark again. Repeat this process for the other side. Drill all holes using a 10mm spade bit. Ensure holes are square and straight. To prevent damaging the other side of the door, stop just short of drilling all the way through. Turn the door over and drill. This will give you a nice, clean finish. Before we can attach the rollers, we need to know the leading edge of the door, denoted by the lock block sticker, as this will affect which side of the door the rollers are attached to. To attach the rollers, use the bolts, washers and nuts provided. Using a spanner, fix the roller into place. Ensure the roller is secure and straight. Check this by measuring to the edge of the door. Repeat this process for the other roller. The anti-jump blocks need to be installed. Measure 35mm from the edge of the roller and mark with a pencil. Measure 7mm down from the face of the door and again mark with a pencil. Repeat this process for the other side. Pre-drill using a 3mm drill bit and fix the 2 anti-jump blocks with screws provided. Careful not to over-tighten. Rotate the anti-jump blocks to the unlocked position. It's now time to hang the door. Hang assemble door with the rollers on the track. It's important to use 2 people as the door is heavy. To secure your door to the track, rotate the anti-jump blocks back to the locked position. This prevents the door from jumping off the track. Slide your door back and forth to test how well the door covers the opening. Repositioning of the stoppers may be required. Next step is to install the door guide. Start by sliding your door into the open position. Ensure the door is hanging straight. To check this, use equal measurements off the wall, top and bottom. Position the floor-mounted door guide inside the groove in the bottom of the door. With the floor guide in the correct position, mark for drilling. Pre-drill and attach the guide with screws supplied. If drilling into concrete, use the anchors supplied. Now is a good time to fit the handle. Follow any instructions that come with the handle. We can now do the final adjustment. Slide the door into the closed position and take into account the position of the door handle. When you have found the desired closed location, loosen the front stop and while holding the door in position, slide the stop to meet the roller. Then tighten into place. Now slide the door into the open position and take into account the door handle. Loosen the back stop and while holding the door in position, slide the stop to meet the roller. If the bolt is in the way, the stop can be moved inside the mounting bolt. Remove the mounting bolt and spacer. Slide the stop past the bolt. Then reinstall bolt and spacer. And finally, tighten the door stop in the correct position. The Hume Frontier Bran Door system. That's the perfect way to conceal and reveal functional spaces. With Hume How To, we make it easy.